Okay, y'all.
What's up?
We are back with another car ride chat.
Exciting. It's raining out there a little bit.
And today, alright, so yeah, we're on our way taking this guy back to the airport. He's going back to Miami.
We decided to wear gray sweaters together.
We did, right? We all coordinated. I'm a thug. But today's conversation is gonna be dating while separated.
Wow.
So,
topic.
This is a very controversial topic. We know this is a very controversial subject. Before we get started, guys, don't forget to thumbs up. I don't know, some of y'all may want a thumbs down. It's okay. We understand. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Just interact. Leave a comment. If you have any questions, be respectful, please. Please try to be respectful. If not, it don't matter. I'll delete. That's what I do. But yeah, try to be respectful. Let's just have a mature adult conversation about this. But yeah, and it was just very important to us because we're not keeping secrets. We're not trying to hide anything from anybody about our lives. This is life. Life isn't always neat, wrapped up in a pretty package with a bow on top. Life is life. Life is what you make of it, and life is the intentions you bring to it. And I think that's all we can really ask for.
All right. Let's do this.
So let's get some backstory. All right, let me start off with how I met this guy. So y'all, by this point, y'all already know we met at Thanksgiving. Family Thanksgiving at my grandmother's house.
Behind the scenes.
Right? And the way we met, well, what led up to us meeting was when I walked into the house on Thanksgiving, my grandmother whispered to him.
She was sitting across from me.
And then she said, she's single. So that...
Wink, wink.
Yeah, so that cued his attention. That was like, maybe I should pay attention. In the meantime, I know nothing.
Yes.
The next day, all I know is they are out of town guests. And, you know, it's our job to make them feel welcomed and to help entertain them. Even though I didn't know they were coming, because if I knew you guys were coming, I would have, you know.
Yes, Tinesha had a great presentation.
No, I went into more to help out with y'all's entertainment, with y'all's stay. And so, him, his mom, his sister, daughter, niece, all of them were staying at my sister and his sister's house. So they were already staying in family. This is why when he came to visit me, while I was so comfortable, because it was like my family was already used to staying with his family, and then clearly he was staying with my family. So it wasn't like, oh, you just let some dude you just met up in your house. It didn't feel that way. So anyways, the next day his mom invited us over for dinner. So we went over for dinner, and all was well. You know, everybody was talking and having good conversation. And then he left out, and when he left out, his mother went to work.
Thank you, Mom.
She was like, my son thinks you are so beautiful and all of this. Like, she was just saying all of this stuff, and I was just smiling like, oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then she was like, oh my goodness. Like, she had like this epiphany. Oh my goodness. Saying with the Spanish accent, you're gonna be my daughter-in-law. I'm gonna throw you the biggest wedding. Like all of this stuff. So I say all of that to say the way, and then my grandmother was chiming in, and then his sister was saying, "Man, you gotta throw my brother under the bus." Then she started chiming in with everything he was saying, and it was just funny. So I say all that to say,
wow,
I knew nothing about him. I knew no background. I did not even know how old he was. And I wasn't going to ask them questions because I didn't want to seem like, ooh, I'm interested. I was just low-key taking notes. And so when we left, I asked my grandmother, the first question I asked, I was like, how old is he? My grandmother was like, oh, I don't know. I think he's in his late 20s or early 30s. And I'm thinking, really, mommy? You going to hook me up with some kid?
I think we should let them guess how old they are.
They probably know at this point.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. How old y'all think he is? Y'all know how old I am. But I don't know. You guys might be new to this channel. So we're going to let you put some comments below. And clearly if you don't need that, I'll take this part out. So yeah, so I'm asking my grandmother. She gives me that. And then she goes something like, she goes, I think he's married. I think he just got married. And in my mind, I'm thinking, what the hell? Like, if he's married, if he just got married, why y'all playing games? You know, like, why is she telling you I'm single, and yet she knew you wasn't single? And then why? I was like, but his mother and his sister and his daughter was there, like, all of this. I was like, it just wasn't adding up.
Yes, I have a daughter. You probably know her by now.
Yeah, so I was just like, it just wasn't adding up to me. And so I just kind of left it like that. In my mind, I was thinking, well, if he is married and if he just got married, clearly something's going on for all of these people to be involved in orchestrating us, you know, doing something. I don't know at that point. So that's where I was with that. So now tell your backstory.
My backstory is that I was visiting my sister for Thanksgiving.
No, babe, hold on. Don't tell them the story I just told.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You got to go back further because...
Further what? Like, what's the question?
Like, we're talking about dating while separated. So further is, were you married?
Yes, I was.
So what's
married.
the story there?
The whole story?
Babe, not the whole story.
We got married in January 19th. And we separated in April, the middle of April. And we've been together roughly around 13, 12 years.
Before that. So they got married in January, and then about 3 months later they were separated.
Yes, it was. So, you know.
So where were you living when y'all separated?
Well, I was going to get myself a place, but, my mother was like, you should move in with us for a little while, get yourself situated, stay around with family. And I decided to do that. So
when I met him, that was the situation. He was living with his mom at the time. So he was already like out of the marital home. And
I told myself that, I'm going to take it slow. It's been 12 years, 13 years. Me being with somebody, and pretty much before that I was with somebody else for maybe a little bit more than a year. So I was back to back in relationships, so I wasn't really looking for a relationship or maybe a friend or something to talk to or whatever the case. Just create friends. You don't have to date everybody you see, so just let me just get to know people and socialize.
So you was creating friends when I met you?
Yes, to socialize.
And so that was the situation. And so, like I said, it was like, I don't know, I just kind of felt like, normally, I would say, when it comes to dating while separated, I'm not interested.
I agree.
Yeah, like I'm not interested in dating somebody who's married or in some sort of an unresolved situation.
Yeah, because the reason why is that, they still got feelings, maybe, you don't know which direction they're going to, they might be very emotional, so they might, be more lovable, more caring, and then realizing that maybe that wasn't the one. And then.
What do you mean? Like
like, you don't want to get into a relationship because of your feelings. You're going through emotional feelings, roller coasters, going up and down.
Because
you don't
you're
want
in an emotional space.
Yes.
So it may be easier for you to so-called cling to somebody else.
Yes.
But it's just because you're trying to feel better with what you're going through.
Or maybe not. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't interested. But when I met you, I don't know. It was just like all the signs were like, girl, date him.
What does this thing say? It's like Richmond, whatever, 0.4 miles.
We go 495 north.
Oh, yeah. trying to recognize this new city.
Yeah, all the signs were like, I mean, because of my grandmother's buy-in, your mom, I mean, I feel like if he was in a situation where it was like he is married or happily married or temporarily separated, I don't feel like everybody would have went so hard in putting us together, because we're family practically. You know what I mean? That would have been super messy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? His sister's married to my cousin. And so it's not like, oh, they here. It's like, no, my family will continue to interact with them. His niece is my little cousin. His little niece is my little cousin. So I feel like if it was something crazy, I don't feel like they would have tried to, like, they'll set you up with somebody else who don't matter. You still trying to think that's the sheer white word?
Yeah. So you know what? It's been always been like what? 6 months we being separated?
Now?
Well, when I met
when
you.
you met me. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I was going through, you know, dating.
And I think, and that's the thing.
It was like, I think I was wanted to start looking for somebody. You know.
But
I didn't feel like the energy.
Yeah.
The people I was,
that you was meeting.
That, you know, people that was around me, and, you know, I was like, never, that's, you know, drama, you know?
And I was going to say, and I still feel like even when me and you met, and then when we hung out, I don't think it was like with this big thing on the list that says, oh, we are doing this so that we can date. Was it for you? Because you look.
I know, it was all the time.
You was all right, maybe for him, but for me, it was like, get to know him.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, look at me, with like, I'm a thug. I'm a thug.
She's a cute thug.
But I'm just saying, like, for me, it was like, get to know him, like, 'cause I don't know what you're about. Hell, I
definitely didn't know what you was about.
Yeah, I still didn't know how old he was.
The only thing I know, you know, you've been single for a while, and I was like, and the question
red flag.
Was why?
That's always a red flag, right?
I like, you know, at least, you know, I just got out of a relationship.
So you know you marketable.
You know, and it's like, okay, how long you was separate?
How long was I single?
Yeah, single. Without talking to anybody?
Ooh, child.
Roughly?
Like about, it could have been over 10 years. That's crazy.
So, you know, there was like 2 red flags, you know, just
2?
waving.
What, 2 for me?
2 for you.
Which 2?
Yeah.
What were the
every
2?
5 years you grow a flag.
Oh! Every 5 years you grow a flag.
Yes.
I mean, it's true.
Or you earn a flag or whatever the case is.
It's true. I get it. Yeah, because it's like, so
I really got like into it, like, why?
Yeah, like something could be wrong with you that you can't seem to maintain a relationship or.
And she was like, I don't know, like very firm with her way of being in life, you know? So I was like, okay, maybe, you know, I don't know. But that didn't scare me, though. It didn't scare me at all.
Really, very firm in my way of being.
Well, you know, like the way you see life, the way you run your lifestyle, you know? You got different lifestyles.
Yeah.
So, you know, at the time.
Yeah.
So we just merging them.
So what do you think now? Now that we are together, what do you think about being single for all them times?
Every time I visit you, I learn something new, positive, and understanding the way you are, you know. And every time you're amazing. So.
You're amazing too. I mean, me and this guy, we get along so freaking well. Don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we get along. It's so easy. It is so freaking easy. Like, I am me. I'm not even adjusting anything or changing anything. And I think for the most part, you're you. Because you be saying some shit.
What you think? Because you was in Rhode Island, I was in New York.
That it kind of make us... Yeah, I think
almost around the same era.
We're extremely compatible. We are. And I find that it's so funny because when you talk about like a relationship and submitting and stuff, I find it's very easy for me to submit to you. You notice that?
So I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
Where you still think I'm hard-headed?
No, I just, just...
No, and what I mean...
You being with me, I haven't really seen you interact with other people.
Because this is the way I am with you. Yeah. And that's what I mean. It's so easy. Like, for instance, and when I say submit, it's not that I'm doing what he says or whatever, but when we... I don't know.
What I'm saying.
When we have our differences or our different way of seeing something, it's very easy for me to just be like, okay, babe. Like, I don't even really fight my point a lot.
But I'll behave, though. I don't get on some crazy stuff.
Well, yeah, it's not crazy stuff. It's not crazy stuff at all.
Very understanding, just...
I can recognize in myself that with somebody else who maybe I didn't respect or didn't whatever, like, they can give me a suggestion and I'll just be pushing back for days. And not to say I don't push back with you, but I'm just saying I find myself just saying,
yeah, she'll call me back.
Alright, babe. Yeah, alright. Whatever you say.
And I don't rub it in you.
And in my mind I'd be like, whatever, I'm gonna do what I want anyway. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how it is?
Yep,
okay.
That's how it is. But I always end up doing whatever. I don't know. I mean, it's just really
right
easy.
Now,
It's really, really easy. And so ultimately, I think when we say this dating while separated, I don't think there's a black or white area. For some people there are. And I think before meeting you, for me, there may have been more of a black and white area of, hell no, you don't do it.
Take it to something.
See, no, you're not. You're going to be on $4.95. And I think that a lot of people, lean toward the generic no. But I just feel like there's different situations for different people. And I feel like just because you were married and now you're separated and you're doing whatever needs to be done in that separation, after a while, should you close yourself off from enjoying the company of somebody else? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that's a hard no. I don't think it's a hard yes.
If it feels good, it feels right.
And you know what you're doing. I mean, some people out there just playing, and they want their cake and they want to eat it too.
It's not hard to go on dates. Go on your dates, fill it out.
But don't lie. I think it's important to be honest about your situation. He was nothing but honest with me from the very start, right?
Yes.
And then I would say, and there's no secret. So like even with your ex, like she knows, right? I don't know if we can put that in there. Which ex?
I don't know. Which ex you talking about?
I'm talking about the one you married to.
She knows. Yeah, she knows.
Yeah, her.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say with her, like, it's not a secret. And you said that's because, right? What did you tell me today, babe? What did you tell me?
What I told you today?
Yeah, you told me because of how you decided to handle things.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's all about how you want the outcome to be. And it starts from you. Don't lean on the other person that they gotta make the right choices, or break it off the right way. If you play it off smooth, not smooth, but just be cooperating. Grown people, you just things ain't working out. You can't force somebody to love you or to be with you. She already knew about you, so ladies, they DTs undercovers, but she knew about her, and there's nothing to hide about. She already know we're gonna be dating.
Could we have waited for you to have gotten a complete divorce? What do you think about that?
No, that was a decision that
I don't think we ever talked about it.
That was a decision that maybe you would have had to take.
Me.
Because I was okay with it.
You was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was alright.
Yeah. I think I was all right too. Yeah, I mean, because it felt complete. It didn't feel. No, you're on this. You're on this. You're good. It didn't feel like, oh my goodness, I met somebody who's playing games with me, or I met somebody who was indecisive about his own life. You know how sometimes you can meet somebody and it just feels kind of sketchy. It just didn't feel sketchy. So for me, I saw no problems with getting to know this human right here. And for me, that's what it truly was going to be about in the beginning. Getting to know somebody, hanging out, you know. And then maybe for me, I felt like if I could take things slow enough, by the time we get to know each other, he will be out his situation and we'll have like a nice, but that didn't necessarily work because damn. You know, I mean, we just developed feelings really fast.
Yes, we did.
You did.
And, you know, and that's the gift of life, you know.
And I think before we even kissed or anything,
he
was all in love.
We spent, I spent what, a couple of days Virginia?
Yeah, about 4 days. Oh,
4 days.
In Virginia, and then when you visited me.
Oh yeah, and I was like what?
Yeah, about 4 days.
4 days, and then kiss. Just getting to know each other.
Yeah, we weren't physical.
I got asked why I didn't give up.
Later, after you went home, I was just curious. I wanted to know why didn't he try to kiss me? Because he was very respectful. He was very much a gentleman, for real. He did not try anything.
Suicide mission, but I made it.
He made it. Yep. And then I spent about what, 7 days with you in Miami.
Yeah, I think we caught up on the kissing.
Yeah. And now he's here. It's gosh, it's only been it's only been like 11 weeks. 11 weeks. But it's funny because y'all know for 2019 my intention was love, for real. I was like, yo, we getting us a man this year, y'all. We getting us a man. And I met him the end of 2018. This is my baby. This is my baby. It's like I just want to do everything with him.
I want to do everything with you.
It's like so good.
I can't explain it. It's just, you know, some people avoid it when they feel like this, but it's awesome. It's an awesome feeling.
Yeah. Well, that's it, y'all, for our car ride chat. Thank y'all for chatting with us and to listening to our true confessions.
Woo!
Woo! I think we said everything we want to say on this tape.
Do you have any questions? Leave the questions.
So until next time, y'all, leave us a thumb, subscribe, and comment, and we'll talk about it. He'll talk too. All right, peace.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type.